Just before I start tonight, a quick disclaimer. I'm going to be talking about stuff that's currently in the news. It might become obvious. I'm recording this a few weeks before you get to see it, so things might have moved on by then. I'm also aware you might not agree with everything I'm going to say, which is fine. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, so if you don't agree with what I said, I'd love to chat about it, find out a bit more about what you think. If you don't have my contact details, I'm sure Young Life can give you the contact details, and we could all do a chat at the moment. So if you want to talk about the news, I'm happy to do that. But what I want to talk about tonight is fairness, because I think that's something that's in the news a lot at the moment. There's things like Black Lives Matter, the protests around the way the government is handling the coronavirus. The American election. If you're watching in November, how's that gone? Because in the moment, both sides are pretty much arguing that things are not fair. And actually, in all these issues, people are getting very passionate in arguing for how they think things should be to be fair. And while people might have vastly different opinions on what fair looks like, I think almost everybody involved would agree with the fact that fairness is good and that things should be fair. It's right that things are fair. And that's something I can personally relate to. I know for me, when I think somebody has been treated unfairly, it is something that really sticks in me and really does make me angry, actually. Sometimes it can be hard to let go of that anger, which is a whole different thing. But the reason to talk about that is I want to grab the Bible and I've got a story here about Jesus where things weren't fair. So this is when Jesus has been arrested and he's put on trial. And you can pick up the story in Mark chapter 14. The chief priests and the whole council were looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their statements did not agree. So you've got Jesus on trial, and it's very clear that it's not fair. People are making up false witness statements, and the trial is not being run fairly. Now, interestingly, it's the trial being run by the religious leaders, and we've actually got, the laws that they were supposed to be upholding. Jump back to them here. And interestingly, it says in a trial, one witness is not enough to convict anyone accused of a crime or offence. The matter must be established by the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. So here we've got the people in power who are supposed to be upholding a fair trial, and yet clearly they're out for themselves and their own interests, much more than they're interested in a fair system, which is, I don't know, something many of you can relate to at the moment, I don't know. But the reason I bring this up is when I feel things aren't fair, I feel angry at the way the world is, it's good to remember that Jesus has been through this as well. He's got that experience of being in an unfair situation and he can sympathise. And you've always got, if you turn to Jesus, you've got somebody there that knows what it feels like and simply feels things should be fair. So I'm just going to leave that there and we'll see what happens next. But just going to do a quick prayer before we leave it for the night. Dear Jesus, thank you that when we feel things aren't fair, you're there and we can turn to you because you'll understand, and that you've been through this and you also have this desire for things to be fair. Amen. Have a great night, guys.